So, the co-main event. This was an interesting fight, people. Most definitely on paper, right? We had Peter Yan, the former bantamweight champion, fighting Marcus McGhee, right? Because Yan's original opponent dropped out, right? Wasn't able to make it. I'm trying to remember who the fuck he was meant to be fighting. Because it was a good fight, right? It was a good fight. It was, you know what? I cannot remember. But yeah, Yan's original opponent couldn't make it. So McGhee stepped up, right? He stepped up and was like, yo, put me in, coach, right? And so you're thinking, let's see what happens. Because, right now, as I said, on paper, Yan, former champion, it should be his fight. But, it's always a but, right? But, we saw just the other week a similar situation. Brandon Royval was meant to fight Manel Cap. You know what I mean? Was meant to fight Cap. Cap fell out. And so we had Joshua Van come through. Right? And Royval, he wasn't a former champion, but he has fought for the belt a couple of times, right? He's fought top competition. He had so much more experience than Van. So though Van was good, he's had some great fights. We've seen him do his thing. It was a huge step up. And it worked, right? That big step up, that big chance, that big opportunity paid off. So you're looking at this fight, right? Yan v McGhee, and it's like, who knows? Because like Van, McGhee has been looking frigging great, right? He's been showing a lot, you know what I mean? And the fight starts off, hey, McGhee was good. McGhee came out. He was ready. And he was the one that initially did the thing, right? He stumbled Peter Yan, I think, with the leg kick first, right? Landed a heavy leg kick, right? That stumbled Yan. Didn't put him down, but stumbled him. And then he landed, I think it was a right hand that again stumbled Yan. And you're like, oh shit. Okay. Let's see what happens here. You know what I mean? We'll blow people, right? Now, we then saw, right? Because Yan landed, right, when he landed his leg kick, right? I think his leg kick put McGhee down briefly, right? It was one of them, you know, you touch and then you back up, right? He's not fully down. I think he hit a knee. And you're like, oh, right. There's a difference here. There's a difference. And then he landed I think it's a left that you saw really, you know what I mean, rocked McGhee. And again, he's like, okay, there's a stumble and then there's being rocked, right? These things are very different. So there was that, but still in that first round, McGhee was there, right? McGhee was, you know, in it, trying. But I think Yan was, you know, Because we know he starts slowly, but he was gradually putting things together. He was gradually, you know what I mean, sinking into his flow, right? Sinking into his flow. As this fight goes on, you could just see him showing his class, right? He's got a trip takedown that is just a joy to watch. It's just, because it's just out of frigging nowhere. All of a sudden, boom, on the ground, right? And, you know, he's not necessarily going to hold you on the ground, right? He isn't necessarily looking for, you know, all manner of subs. But, man, it's disruptive, right? It's one of them ones that just throws you off, throws you out of your rhythm. And at the end of the fight, right, at the end of the third round, Yan got the trip, and then he's going for a Kimura, right? So it's just the way he put it all together. You know, it's working in the clinch, it's landing those big shots, the uppercuts, the body shots. It's the way he slips underneath a shot and comes over the top. Petr Yan is, you know what I mean, he's a different animal. Right? We saw it against Davison. I mean, hey, it's not like, oh, the Davison Figueiredo fight. We're like, oh shit, Petr Yan's good. No. We've been seeing it all the way, right? But after the losses, you know, and losses to the highest competition, right? He's not losing to scrubs, right? There's the Aljo losses, the Merab loss, the O'Malley loss, and the O'Malley loss was very, very fucking close, right? I think that was even a split decision. So there's those losses, and people thought, it's Petr Yan done. And then he just dominated Davison Figueiredo. So, you know what I mean? Look, we know his quality. He's not losing to anyone. And that's why I picked Petr Yan here. You know what I mean? I thought McGhee's good. But there is a difference between, like, Petr Yan and Brandon Royval. And no shade on, again, Brandon Royval is very good. But Petr Yan is a former champion, right? Petr Yan has only been in there with killers. So, yeah, I was just like, I don't think Marcus McGhee is very good. It's a step too early for him, this type of fight, right? It's one of them. It's a step a little too early, and Petr Yan showed it on the night, right? And he calls his shot, right? He says he wants the winner over between Merab and Sandhagen, which, you know, fair, right? Fair. Although I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't do Yan v Umar. Yeah, I mean that's probably the easiest word to pronounce, right? I wouldn't be surprised if they did Yan v Umar, and the winner goes for the belt. You know what I mean? That wouldn't surprise me, and that would be fun, right? Just put that. Oh, no. I was going to say put it on the same card, but the Sandhagen, that fight's in... it's not 319. I think it's 3... Is it 320? I think it's at 320. So it's a bit too close soon for that. But, you know, but I think the winner... I think Merab's winning that fight, right? I feel. And he's already fought, 3 times this year? So give Homie a break. I mean, he would fight again at the end of the year. That's Merab. He's a fucking animal. But give him a break, right? So you could get Yan v Umar in, and then do Merab v the winner, maybe the Super Bowl card, right? February. That pay-per-view. Maybe do it then. You know what I mean? Something like that, right? that would be that'd be legit. But great co-main event. We got answers. Now, it's all about the headline fight and what sort of answers are we going to get in that matchup.